Hello and welcome to episode 8 of the Saint Struggle. My name is Magsman Matt. As you can see, our form since the last game hasn't been fantastic. I've brought you back from the Crystal Palace game. Let's have a quick look at how we've got on. So we went through in the Carabao Cup, which is unfortunate because I played the weakest team, hoping to be knocked out of it so we didn't have to worry about it. But Stoke played a strong team and we managed to take them to penalties. We actually should have won the game. They were down to 10 men through injury after making all three subs for the last for the last 5-10 minutes of the game, plus then all of the extra time. We really should have done better. We then had a really good performance against Wolves. We absolutely smashed them 4-0. So and that Ian actually got two, Danny Ings and Harry Maguire as well. So everything was looking positive. We then drew with Swansea, which is a little bit disappointing, with our goal coming from, I think it was a Tadic shot that got deflected. And then most recently, we lost 2-1 to Watford. Again, uh, they went 2-0 up, and we managed to pull one back, but it wasn't enough. Gerhardt really ruined that game for us. It was 0-0, and Gerhardt managed to get himself sent off, which is a little disappointing. Because we're in the relegation zone, I'm not going to make there very much time between games because I'm concerned that we're going to get sacked. If this is a short first game, we might get two games in this episode. So I'll take you through the team straight away. Oh, Gerhardt needs to come out, doesn't he? Let me sort this out and then I'll bring you back. So this is the team we're going to use. We've got Fraser Forster in goal, Dermot right back, Harry Maguire and Lenglet in centre back, with Ryan Bertrand at left back. We've got Ariel Romeu in defensive midfield, Pasalic and Ndidi in central in the two central proper midfields. We've got Dusan Tadic behind the strikers, and we've got Danny Ings playing as a complete forward, and Iheanacho as the advanced forward. Iheanacho's in because he's our top scorer, and he's on relatively good form compared to everybody else. Actually, maybe his form isn't great, but certainly goal scoring wise, he's doing better than any of our other strikers, so he's getting in the team. The bench, we've got Galini, Rudiger. Cedric is back from injury, but not yet match fit, and I'm concerned about him, so he's only coming on the bench for now. Liam Kelly, Lamina, Holtby, and Jackson Martinez. So let's get into this game with Crystal Palace. So there's the Palace team. It's slightly different from the one that beat us 4-0 last season. I think that's new central midfield formation. I think they were possibly doing a 4-2-3-1, but with an attacking midfielder rather than Yohan Cabaye. I believe Tompkins was at right back as well, and I think Riedewald was one of the centre backs. So it's a little bit of a change up, but they've still got Townsend, Zaha, and Benteke, who I think all got on the score sheet against us, if I remember rightly. I've also noticed from their results, I've not actually had a look at it particularly, but I noticed in one of the results that we had that Andy Carroll was on the score sheet for them. So I'm guessing he comes on for Benteke, either that or they're playing a defensive formation against us. I can't see why they would, but I guess they are. Be interesting to see how this goes anyway. So let's get into this game. Ball over the top, well cut out. Maguire's got it now. Derm swings it across to Ryan Bertrand, Lenglet and Didi, Danny Ings, Tadic, Iheanacho. Danny Ings is through. Iheanacho, we're squandering this chance really. Ings is there and we've got it anyway. We had 3 or 4 bites at the cherry there, and Danny Ings has managed to score with the last one. So Iheanacho crosses it in, Ings misses it, Bertrand squares it across to Derm, swings it back into Ings, and it's looping, and I think their goalkeeper probably should have had that. But good, 1-0 up. So the highlight at 4 minutes where we scored is the only highlight we've had so far, and that's 1-0 to us. At least Crystal Palace aren't going to nil us now. Hopefully we can push on in this second half and maybe get another win on the board to help us to start moving up the league. So we've still not yet had another highlight. We're well into the second half now. Going to give Iheanacho a rest. He's played a lot of football for us in the last few games. I think, yeah, we'll drop Ndidi as well. Will we? No, we won't. We'll leave Ndidi in there. We'll drop Pasalic off for Lamina. And we'll leave the last substitution for a little bit yet. Highlight here, so Andros Townsend moving forward, Benteke, Bertrand pushed it back. Townsend though, Lenglet's won it now. Gives it to Maguire, Lamina, Martinez, Tadic, and Didi, Danny Ings. Danny Ings has been fouled here. Mihailovic looks like he's getting a second yellow card. And he is, and that's us playing against 10 men now. We really need to work on shutting this game down. We need to push on. Bertrand with the ball in, doesn't go anywhere. Wilfred Zaha's on the break though. Bertrand wins it well. Martinez pushing forward, and that's poor. And I think what I'm going to do actually is Bertrand's on a yellow card. I'm going to move Lenglet out to left back, and I'm going to bring in Rudiger to play in that role there. Going to let Lenglet come more on a support role, and I think I'm going to bring this fullback Durm onto a support role as well. We'll get rid of the look for the overlap instruction, and we will drop back to control. So hopefully this will allow us to shut this game down now. Well won. Lamina's got it forward. Jackson Martinez has made it 2-0, and that should be a victory now for us. I think possibly definitely the first time you've seen us win since the Chelsea game at the end of last season, which is good. Good for us to get a win. I say that, there's 15 minutes left, so we haven't actually won anything yet. I hope that doesn't come back to bite me in the ass. I really hope that doesn't. And that's a final whistle, and that's a 2-0 win. Um, I'll play the next match as well. I think it's a Carabao Cup game, so not really too interested in the result at all, but it'd be nice to get 2 games in an episode again. In fact, I might even skip that game and come back for the next Premier League game. But either way, you'll find out in a minute, and I will make a decision shortly. And welcome back. So I decided to play the Carabao Cup game offline because I was intending on getting knocked out. But as you can see, that didn't go too well. So I've played the reserves. So I've got Galini in goal, Cyrus Christie, Bednarak, Gary Cahill, and Gerhardt as the back four. Kelly, Ward-Prowse, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, and Lewis Holtby in midfield with Wilson and Gallagher up front. Oxlade-Chamberlain, Gallagher, and Bednarak had all played a reserve game less than 5 minutes. Oh, sorry, what am I talking about? 2 days earlier, so they were, or might even be the day before. So they were all knackered anyway. But we managed to get 2 goals out of Gallagher, 2 goals out of Wilson, and a goal out of James Ward-Prowse as well. They scored in the 90th minute, but I mean, that's a fairly strong team there from West Ham, and we've managed to beat them with our reserves. So I don't know what's going on in this save, but yeah, we're through to the quarterfinals. We've drawn Spurs, so I'm pretty sure we're going to get knocked out of that. But that may even be what I come back for. I might come back for something like the Spurs Carabao Cup game in Brighton. Might try and start doing 2 games an episode, apart from for transfer windows and stuff. But anyway, that's how that's gone. Hopefully, I'm going to overlay now because I forgot to tell you earlier. When we beat Wolves 4-0, we got 5 or 6 players in the team of the week. So hopefully, I'm about to show you that we managed to fill out a team of the week. I was supposed to show you that before the last game, but I totally forgot. Anyway, let's get into the next game. Right, I need to sort out the team again because we've just got the Carabao Cup team. So I'll sort the team out, go through it with you, and then we'll go into the next game. So here's the team we're going to use against Huddersfield. We've got Forster in goal. Cedric is starting his first game since coming back from injury, with Harry Maguire, Lenglet at centre backs, Bertrand at left back. We've got Ndidi playing in defensive midfield, Pasalic and Romeo. No, we haven't. What's that? I don't know why I did that. Sorry, Romeo in defensive midfield, Pasalic and Ndidi in central midfield, Holtby behind the strikers with Iheanacho and Danny Ings up front. And I just want to bring Dusan Tadic on the bench. Sorry, I've just remembered him. I'm going to let James Wilson sit on the bench because of his good performance in midweek. And yeah, so there's the bench. We've got Gerhardt, Rudiger, Durm, Kelly, Lamina, Dusan Tadic, and James Wilson. So let's get into this game. And for anybody interested, there's the Huddersfield team. So we've got players I recognise in that really are just Mui, Ronnie Lopez, who is the player I brought through, Reece Oxford, and Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I wonder how Ronnie Lopez is doing. I might try and have a look at that after the game. I know in the Chelsea game I said I was going to have a look at somebody and I forgot. Might try and remember to have a look at him and then have a look and see whether Ronnie Lopez has gone there on loan or whether that's permanent. Because I really thought he was going to be the player of this save when I was at Chelsea. I thought he was going to have a couple of years out on loan, come through and be challenging for the right hand side of midfield for Chelsea. So I wouldn't mind seeing how he's doing at the moment. So let's get into this game anyway. Forster clears it up to Iheanacho. Lost out though. Milanov is breaking on us. Well tackled. Cedric's up to Iheanacho. Danny Ings. Iheanacho's in again. Oh, good save by their goalkeeper. Throw in for Smith. Murray. Hogg. Out to Ronnie Lopez. Lopez swings the ball in. Well caught by Fraser Forster, who clears it, but only as far as Reece Oxford. They're building now. Oh, we've won the ball back. Danny Ings. Iheanacho's through, and it's another good save by their goalkeeper. Iheanacho's had a couple of chances now. Oxford throws the ball on. Low into Lenglet. It's cleared it. Ronnie Lopez, Murray, Sam Smith. I don't know why I said Sam Smith. No idea what his first name is. Begins with a T, so it's not Sam. Ball in from the corner. Loftus-Cheek, and it's saved by the keeper. Saved by Forster. So half time and it's 0-0. I'm going to have to take Danny Ings off because he split his head open. They were telling me I should have done it earlier, but I'm going to do it now. So James Wilson is going to come on, swap them around, and make James Wilson a poacher. Other than that, I think we're going to leave everything else as it is. We're doing fairly well again. Well, we're doing all right. It's 0-0. Huddersfield away. We need to start picking up points in games like this, but I don't know if 1 point is probably enough. Forster clears, Ndidi. But it's won back by them. Ronnie Lopez to Smith. Oliveira. Nelson fucking Oliveira again. And Milanova scored. Oh, I fucking hate Oliveira with a passion. Every single time we play him, he ruins me fucking day. I wish I'd shown you the other game now. Stupid Carabao Cup. Let's make a load of attacking changes. Change everything around so that we've got two central midfielders that like to go wide. We've got Tadic, who's going to run around all over the place, and just have Romeo helping the centre backs because both of our full backs are on attack. See if we can get anything from this game. Low into Loftus-Cheek, Sam Smith. I've said Sam Smith again. He's not called Sam. Sorry. Milan, I'm just trying to hide the fact that I'm really annoyed that they've scored a second goal, which is bullshit considering we're on a winning run of 2 games. How can they do this to me? It's not fair. Forster up to James Wilson. Nope. They're breaking again. Well cleared by Cedric, but it's only gone as far as their fullback. Low over to Ronnie Lopez, into Oliveira, and there's his customary goal against us because he's scummy, horrible little shitbag. Oh, I don't even want to commentate on this shit. Sorry, guys. Oliveira scores because, that's what he does. Lamina wins the ball back. Pasalic, Tadic, Wilson. Iheanacho is through, and Iheanacho is being dropped for the next game because he's had a fucking shocker. He could have had 4 on his own, and we could have been winning this game. Ripley out to Smith, Ronnie Lopez, Loftus-Cheek, Ronnie Lopez, Hogg. Lamina wins it back. Wilson is through this time, and now it's Wilson's turn to put shots wide when he's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Cedric throws the ball on. Hogg, Murray, Ronnie Lopez, Smith, cleared forward. Go on, Iheanacho decides to shove somebody over. That'll be the end of the game. Well, that was a shit way to end the episode after finally winning a game. I suppose going attacking against a team like going attacking away from home is a poor idea. So it's probably my fault, but I feel like Southampton are a far better team than Huddersfield, especially with all the players that I've brought in. But clearly they're not. So that's the end of this episode. I'll just show you where we've managed to get to in the league, and then we'll end the episode. So I'm making Danny Ings play with a thing on his head, because all it is a cut. Probably should have left him on. You can play with a cut on your face, you wimp. So with that, just one win from the episode, and a loss has taken us out of the relegation zone. Just. Ideally, we need to be challenging for Europa League places. I mean, obviously Stoke won't be there by the time we get up there, but certainly I would say Stoke are the seventh best team in that sort of top seven, and we need to sort of be fighting for that kind of point. So we're 10 points behind where we need to be already. We need to start working on things quickly. So we need to start improving sooner rather than later. We've got a run of mid-table teams now. Well, Spurs and then some mid-table teams. I think what I'll do is I'll play the next few games offline and come back for ooh, Liverpool and Man United. I mean, do you want to watch us get humped? Probably be better coming back for Brighton and Liverpool, wouldn't I? We'll come back for Brighton and Liverpool, I think. So we'll make it through to sort of like midway through December and go from there. So if you've enjoyed that episode, please leave a like. If you want to see more from the channel, subscribe to it. And yeah, thank you very much for watching this episode.